Hello YouTube and welcome back to Friday Minis. Now today we're gonna actually talk more physics than computing. We're gonna look at what actually causes a surge. Now I've always heard of things like, power off certain electronics when there's lightning outside, or use a power strip that has some kind of surge protection. Have you ever wondered why lightning on the outside causes weird things to happen within your house? Well, here's why. The proper scientific name for what we call a surge is actually a voltage spike. Now, what that means is when lightning strikes outside, sometimes the voltage we get indoors suddenly goes up, just for a very brief moment, but for more sensitive electronics, that might be enough to actually break things. So this is one of the reasons why we, get surges when lightning happens. Remember in school what you did was you had a piece of wire and you ran some current through it, and as a result that wire actually produces a magnetic field. You might also have done a different experiment where if you have a magnetic field and you move a wire through it, that actually generates some amount of electricity. Essentially, when lightning strikes, both these things are happening hand in hand. Lightning striking ground is essentially like a huge current moving from one point to another, and as a result, that generates a magnetic field. All the wires you have at home essentially act like antennas for that magnetic field. As that magnetic field actually cuts these wires, what happens is a little bit of current is induced within these wires. I say a little bit, sometimes it might be a little bit more, and well, essentially this manifests as an additional current flowing in your cables. So of course, essentially this additional current flows within the cables, goes through all the components, and if there is a component that cannot take this additional current, well, it's going to malfunction. Essentially, that is why a surge happens because of lightning. Well, that's all there is for this episode of Friday Minis. As always, don't forget to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. You're watching 0612 TV.